Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's advent calendar unboxing is the Charlotte Tilbury advent calendar for 2021. And they're calling it Charlotte's Beauty Dreams and Secrets. So essentially I bought this during like a pre-sale that they did for 48 hours. I did put it up on the community page on YouTube, so you may have seen that. And what you had to do is to get the calendar early, you had to also order the new eye palette, which is a little bit like, I don't like being made to buy something I wasn't necessarily going to buy. But it was one that I was in an hour and about anyway, so I did get the combination. So it's £210 for the palette and the calendar. I do suspect that they will then release the calendar on its own. It's not available as of right now making the video, but obviously it is going to have to be released at some point. So I suspect they'll sell it on its own. In 2020 it retailed at £150, so I suspect this year it'll either be the same or maybe £160 to make this bundle worth it, if you know what I mean. So in this video I'm going to show you the actual calendar. It does differ a little bit to the 2020 version, which I also unboxed, and I'll put a card here. But I've actually put the calendars side by side and pointed out all the differences, because I know a couple of people had questions about this. Is it just the same calendar? It's not. There are some similarities though, and I'll talk you through them. So first of all, I'm just quickly going to show you this eye palette that I got to get the deal and order it. So this is the Instant Eye Palette, Smoky Eyes Are Forever, 4 hypnotic eye glow looks. So I think this will retail at £60 on its own. This is what it looks like. It's done in like a hard kind of plastic. It's got a mirror lid and it's magnetic closure. So there's 3 eye looks here. We've got Love Eyes, Power Eyes, Happy Eyes and Confident Eyes. I've not got any of the eye palette on right now, just simply because I've used items from the calendar. So I can talk you through the items that I'm wearing, which are all of which are from the calendar. So we'll do that as we go along. Anyway, so I got this. As part of the bundle, it also came with an eyeshadow brush, and I have got to mention this eyeshadow brush. So I actually got this mini in a Charlotte Tilbury set last Christmas. It is by far the best eyeshadow brush I have ever used. I don't know what exactly it is about it, the shape, the density or whatever, but it does everything. It applies eyeshadow better than any other eyeshadow brush I've got, and I've got a lot of expensive eye brushes. It also blends better. It just does an amazing job. I'll link the brush itself underneath because I actually think it is worth a look. It's called the Mini Eye Blender Brush, but obviously they do it in a full-size eye blender brush. It's incredible, really, really good. So I am actually happy to have another one of these because it's brilliant. It's one of those brushes that if I misplace it, I miss it massively. So yeah, so those came all as part of the deal. And then also as part of buying that bundle, you also got Charlotte's Magic Cream Light in a 5ml size. I've spoken about this before. It's my absolute go-to moisturiser at the moment. I love it. Just seems to give your skin that like lit from within glow. It's incredible. So this is a little 5ml size. I've had a 5ml size before. They actually do last quite a long time, and it's enough to see if you're going to like it or not. And then they also included a mini of the Matte Revolution lipstick in Pillow Talk, the standard Pillow Talk original, which I don't really need. I already have it, but it's super cute for carrying around with you. I mean, I do think gifts-wise, they've done better gifts. Like when I bought the mystery box and I got 2 full-size items, that was obviously a better deal. But still, at least it's a bit of something extra. So onto the calendar. It came in an outer box like this, and it says on top what it is, and on the back it actually lists all of the products that are inside, which I guess they have to do if they're selling it in store so that you can see all the information. It's got ingredients and stuff on it, and it says Charlotte Tilbury on, and it's done in the same kind of goldy bronze shade as the calendar itself. So now I'm quickly going to show you the 2 calendars side by side. So here are the calendars side by side. So on the left we've got the 2021 edition, and on the right it's the 2020 edition. So hopefully you can see there is a very subtle difference in the actual pattern. It's got kind of little teardrop shapes on the 2020 version. 2021 version has got stars, and the font's slightly different. It's done in gold in 2021. 2020 it's in a different colour. There's not massive differences, but it is a little bit different. And then when you open up the calendar, this is the 2021 version, this is the 2020 version. I've been storing various things in here. I have this on my dressing table, use all the drawers for various bits of makeup. So you can see obviously that's a little bit different. The drawers, of course, 2021 we've got stars, whereas for 2020 it's just a standard circular kind of jeweled drawer. So I'll show you what I keep in here actually in case you're interested. I have concealers in this one. This one is random various things. Here is eyebrow stuff. This one is some of my lipsticks, and that one is various kind of primers, not that I use those very much. Some skincare stuff in that one. And what is that? Ah, another primer in that one. Then in here, more lipsticks. Some are out actually on my dresser. Apparently nothing in that one at the moment. Another skincare product in there. These are all the under eye concealer and things. And then I usually keep my mists in here. So this is just the MAC one. But I'd usually have my Charlotte Tilbury mist in there as well. But obviously size-wise, they're exactly the same. The ribbons are the same. The background colour is the same. The only real difference is a very slight difference in the pattern, the font and colour. And the main thing really is these little star drawer handles. Hopefully you found that useful in sort of seeing the similarities and differences, and as I talk you through the items in the calendar, I'm going to tell you what we've seen last year. Some of them are like the same item but in different shades, so I'll explain all that as we go through and tell you a little bit about how much things are worth and what have you. So like I said, I don't know exactly what the calendar is going to retail at on its own. I will put a link and information underneath when it becomes available on its own, and as usual, if you use any of my links, if it's an affiliate link, I may get a small percentage for referring you, and that helps me to make these videos and what have you. So let's get into it. So when you get the calendar, and it's the same size and stuff as last year, as I said, it's magnetic here at the top, doesn't have a mirror in. I think it'd be quite nice with a mirror, not that I would use the mirror to apply makeup because it'd be a bit of an awkward shape. It's got a little bit of depth there for you to put things in. So you will have seen when I did the comparison of the two calendars that I've put some of my hourglass palettes and stuff in the top. So I have had so much use out of this. As a calendar box, it is the only one really that I've reused in this way. So I've had it on my dressing table, I use the drawers for different products, and it's just brilliant. So it's a massive selling point for me about this calendar is how useful this calendar box is, because I mean it's not numbered, it doesn't have anything on it sort of pertaining to Christmas, so it looks absolutely fine as a nice kind of piece in your bedroom, on your dressing table, what have you. So it's definitely got that usability. Obviously it's not numbered, so you can open them whenever you want. So I find sometimes with Advent there might be the odd day that I miss because I forget or what have you. Whereas with this, you can just go to it whenever you want. Or you don't even have to have it as a calendar. You can just have it as like an amazing skincare and makeup goodie trove, you know? Because actually the value is more than you pay for it in terms of contents, and I'll put the total value on the screen now. It's not massive, it's not as much as like with a multi-brand calendar where you're saving hundreds of pounds, but if you're a big Charlotte Tilbury fan, you like what's inside, you might just find it worth it as a bit of a beauty deal. So let's get into it. So when you pull the drawers out, obviously they've got the star on this year, but I'm finding that the star, it looks much better in person than it does on a picture or video footage, and I think that's because it's like cut in a multifaceted way, and the way it catches the light, it just doesn't come through very well, unfortunately, on camera. So they've done little bits of tissue paper exactly the same as what they did last year, which I suppose is a nice touch but feels a little unnecessary. I don't need random little bits of tissue paper in there, but they're there. So this is a new product that wasn't in last year's calendar, and I think it was released in the last year, which is probably why. So this is the Multi Miracle Glow. So it's a cleanser, a mask and a balm for baby soft glowing skin. It's in a 15ml or 0.5 fluid ounce size. Massage in using my Wonder Workout technique. Wash off for fresh glowing skin. To use as a mask, leave on for 10 minutes or overnight for best results. I thought this was like a body product, but it isn't. Don't think they sell it in this size. I'll double check and put the amount it's worth on screen, whether that's worked out via a full size or a mini. So last year, the most similar product we got to this was Supermodel Body, which is where I think I'm getting the body information from. So this is obviously a face product, I don't know what I'm on about. But yes, I like the idea that it's a cleanser, a mask and a balm. So it does 3 different things, that's interesting. So the 15ml size, this is like an actual travel size that you can usually buy. I don't know whether you can in this specific product, but it's a nice kind of size for travel or just for getting used to and seeing if you like the product. Then we've got this other drawer with a little bit of tissue paper. So this is a product we saw last year, but this year it's actually got a little insert to hold it in place. And it's a Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir, and it's in the 8ml travel size. So this retails at £25 on its own. And it is as the name would suggest. It's kind of like a serum-y version of Magic Cream Light. It gives your skin that glow, feels lovely, it's got skincare benefits, it's just a really nice product. And like I said, you can actually buy it in this travel size, and 8ml is a good size to see if it's working for you, if you like the formulation, before you go ahead and pay for that full size. So I always think that's a nice one to find in here. Then we've got another one, again, more tissue paper. So this is Beauty Light Wand, and it's the Easy Highlighter, and it's in Spotlight. Now we actually got this exact same shade, exact same everything last year, so I'm kind of like, why didn't they just give us a different shade? It might be that Spotlight is the most kind of usable shade that most people can use, perhaps that's the reason why, but I just think it seems a shame. If you've got last year's calendar like I have, you've probably already got it. So it's got a little sponge on the end, so you can really dab it in and just get to all those places that you want to get to with your highlighter. I don't find it's something I reach for. I'm not a massive highlighter user, so it's just not something that does much for me, but I know it is a really kind of popular product for Charlotte Tilbury. So this actually retails at £29, and it is full size. Then we've got a really kind of wide drawer, more tissue paper. And this is the Goddess Skin Clay Mask. So we did get this last year as well in this exact same size. So it's the 15ml travel size, it's worth £10. So I'm not quite happy to receive that again. It is, I think, their top selling mask, or one of. It's a really good clay mask. It's awesome. So I am happy to see that in there. As usual, it would be nicer if they put a bigger size in, but still, it is actually a travel size rather than like a sample or something. Another big drawer, more tissue paper, and this time we've got a mascara. Last year they gave us the Pillow Talk push-up mascara, which is very good. This is also good. This one is the Legendary Lashes Volume 2. And again, I think it's worth around about £12 in this travel size, which I think is 4ml. So this is what the wand looks like. I've actually got this mascara on right now. It's not the best ever, but I have just done like one coat. I've not used a primer or anything because I wanted to give, you know, a clear kind of transparent look of what this mascara actually looks like, rather than adding other products that might sort of make a difference to it. But it is a nice mascara, and it is in that travel size. Again, they could just give us a full size, couldn't they? But it is what it is. And then a thinner kind of drawer, more tissue paper. So this is Wonder Glow. It's the Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer in a 15ml travel size. We got this last year again. It's worth £15. Again, don't mind seeing this again, but I don't know, part of me wants to see completely different products this year. It says, turn around the look of tired, dull skin in a beauty flash, powered by a fluorescent core that re-emits light around the face to reduce the appearance of wrinkles and imperfections. This glow primer gives the complexion an all-over soft focus spotlit effect. So yes, it is rather a good primer. Then another long kind of thin drawer, and we've got an eyeliner. So last year we got the eyeliner, again the mini in Barbarella Brown, which is nice. It's a nice brown shade, but come on, it's a brown eyeliner. You can do way more exciting things than that, Charlotte Tilbury. This year, they've given us the Walk of No Shame eyeliner, which I really like. I have got it on my eyes just there at the bottom. Nothing like this shows up on my eyes too well because of my hooded eyes, but it is a lovely shade. I was worried how it would look on my eyes because when I looked at this online, it looked like it was kind of pinkier than that, but it's actually like a deep red tone. So the size on these, they're not a bad travel size. I don't actually think it even says on here what size it is, but why don't you just give us a full size? I mean, what frustrates me about this is I know that this Walk of No Shame liner, this exact shade by Charlotte Tilbury, appears in another advent calendar. I can't remember which one it is. I do a lot of advent calendar reveals. It's one of the high-end expensive advent calendars, but they give a full size to that company and don't do it for themselves. I find that a little bit bizarre. So yeah, it's like a travel size. Usually you can only get this size in a combination, like especially near Christmas, they'll quite often offer it as like a free gift with a mascara. So it's not really costing them anything, is it? But it is a gorgeous shade. I am happy that that shade's in there, and I do like the formulation. It's nice, and I don't mind the fact the size, it's quite easy to use, but just give us a full size. Then another wider drawer, and this thankfully is a full size. So it's one of the Colour Chameleons, which is like a pencil, but it's a pencil eyeshadow. I guess you could use it on your lips if you wanted to. So this is in Pillow Talk, so it is a new release at least, and this is all I've got on my eyes right now. So I've not got any other colours, just my eyeliner and Pillow Talk, and I didn't need to use much. You can see it just comes out really easy. It's nice and soft. You could actually kind of sharpen that end if you wanted to, and it also works well for just under the eyes as well because it got in there. It's lovely, sort of super soft and buttery and really easily blendable, and it's in that nice Pillow Talk shade. Although I'm always a bit wary about putting pink around my eyes sometimes because I worry it makes my eyes look sore. Let me know what you think. I don't think this looks too bad though, actually. I quite like it. And I do like the fact they've included a new shade that they've recently released. So this is the 1.6 gram full size and it's worth £19. Last year they gave us Copper Lights, which was a nice coppery tone, which I enjoyed using as well. So I'm happy to see a different shade. It is a nice product. It's one of those, it's not spoke about as much. We tend to hear more about the eyeshadow palettes that Charlotte Tilbury do, or the little individual cream shadows. You don't hear as much about these, but these are actually quite nice to use, definitely easy to travel with and stuff, and there's enough kind of pigment and colour that one colour seems to do enough rather than having to have multiple colours with you as well. So yeah, I'm happy, I like that product. Another kind of wide drawer, and we've got a full-size lipstick. So last year we got Pillow Talk Original, which was kind of frustrating because being the best selling shade, most people already own it, whereas this year we've got Pillow Talk Medium, which is one of their newer shades that they released this year. So it's like a deeper tone, so it suits deeper skin toned people, or if you're quite pale like myself, I've got it on right now and it just gives you a different look to the original. And there is the Pillow Talk Medium, so you can just see all these colours work quite well together, don't they? So yeah, it's a nice shade. It's just, it's not one I find myself reaching for a lot. What do we think of this? I kind of think it goes together. I think all the shades work quite well together. So that's the eyeshadow stick and the eyeliner and the lipstick. So I do think it kind of gives a cohesive look using all these shades together, which it should if it all comes in a calendar together, shouldn't it? But yeah, so that is a full size. It's 3.5 grams. It's worth £25. Then we've got a kind of thin drawer, and this is the Lip Cheat, which is the lip liner that they do. And this is in Pillow Talk 2, medium, obviously to match that lipstick. Again, it's a mini. Quite often do it as a combo going up to Christmas where you get the lipstick and then in a full size you pay the full £25, but then you get the lip liner free. So here is the Pillow Talk medium lipstick and here is the lip liner. So obviously it's a really kind of similar shade. You can obviously just wear it. I've just used it to line my lips, but you can just wear it on its own to give a slightly different colour, because you can see the liner and the lipstick are slightly different. So you can use them as almost like two different lip looks if you want to. Then we've got quite a wide drawer here, and we've got Charlotte's Magic Cream, which is just loved by so many people, isn't it? Personally, like I said, I prefer the Magic Cream Light, but I guess this is definitely more wintry, more nighttime. It's a bit thicker than the Magic Cream Light. So this is the 15ml travel size. It retails at £25 in this size. So it's quite a generous size, and I think most people will love receiving it. Like I said, it retails at £25. And then finally, now this is one of my favourites. This is brilliant. If you've not tried it, you need to. It's my favourite setting spray, and it's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So we received it last year as well. It's in a little pump style bottle like that. So this travel size is 34ml, so 1.1 fluid ounces. It retails at £15 in this travel size, so you can buy it in this size, which is quite handbag and travel friendly as well, but it just does a brilliant job of setting everything in place, not drying out the skin because no alcohol or anything in there, and it's just a fabulous product. So I am happy to see that in there. So there's this big old space at the top, and I always think you could put like an eyeshadow palette or something in there. I mean, it's one of those, I buy it because I enjoy using Charlotte Tilbury products. I think the box is fantastic. Like I said, it's worth it to me even to have bought it as an empty box if you could do that, just because it's so good at storing all your items in. It's really well made. I've been using it for a whole year. I've not had any issues with tearing, ripping. It's just really well made. So I'll give them that. I just wish they were a little bit more generous with those sizes. They could definitely do more full sizes and things. So just to recap, we had 3 full sizes, and that was the Beauty Light wand in Spotlight, the Colour Chameleon eyeshadow stick in Pillow Talk Original lipstick. Then travel size, we had the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, the Goddess Skin Clay Mask, we had the Magic Cream 15ml, we had the Crystal Elixir 8ml, Wonder Glow Primer 15ml, the eyeliner in Walk of No Shame, but this isn't really a travel size. It says travel size, but they don't sell it individually in that size as of right now, so you be the judge of that. We've got a lip cheat, again a mini in Pillow Talk. We've got Legendary Lashes Volume 2 in a travel size, which is worth about £12, and then we've got the Multi Miracle Glow, which is a 15ml size. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of this year's selection? I just think, you know, that if people enjoy your brand, they're probably going to buy your calendar again the following year, so give them something a little bit different, and you could just do so much more with it. There's so much space. But like I said, 10 out of 10 for packaging and usability of the packaging, and the products inside are all excellent. It's up to you whether it's worth you purchasing this, whether it's something you're interested in. So let me know your thoughts under the video. I'll drop my links and things underneath. If you are new to Charlotte Tilbury, you can get 15% off your first purchase using my code under there. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'd love it if you give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. I'm doing lots and lots of advent calendar unboxings and reveals. Honestly, I'm doing even more than I did last year, and I did quite a lot last year. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy watching these videos, and I really hope it's useful to you in deciding like the value in these calendars and which one is the right one for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.